the book of Psalms, chapter 81 and verse 6. I'll start at verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Baha-Rakak-Wadash, all right, which is the Paleo-Hebrew for the name of the Heavenly Father being Yahweh, and the name of his Son being Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, those are the only names in which salvation could be obtained, whether you can receive that or not, man, because they were Hebrews. All right, and the name is very important, man, because if it's not, then you're taking the name in vain. All right, but going on, I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone, who through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are the elders of all of Israel today. Once again, whether you can receive that or not. And peace, love, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect who are pushing this truth and sincerity, who are able to receive these things, man, who are casting off that old man. All right, no longer living in the ways of this world in which we were brought up in, man. Living in broken households, all right, broken homes, father not in the picture, all right, watching your mother be a slut, all right, being brought up on your emotions, being learned to let the woman rule over you, man. The list just goes on and on. But as we just read in the book of Psalms, chapter 81, and verse 5, what did it say? It says, they know not. Now, who's the they? It's speaking of the 12 tribes of Israel, man, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American today, and the confusion of face brothers who may not look like that because there's been a intermingling of the seed, an intermingling of the people, all right, but their seed line through the father goes back to those people, man. All right, because just as your mother is the egg, your father is the seed, man. The spirit goes forth through your father. All right, and that determines who you are. All right, going on verse 5, it says, Salakia, it says, neither will they understand, right? So the 2/3, man, they will never understand. They're going to continue acting like this, acting like niggas and spicks, man. Look at all these people in the background cheering this shit on, man, thinking that this is something that's okay. All right, and you know, I bet you both of them had a goddamn cross with that white Christ on it right before this fight started and took it off. Right, so they're willing to fight their own brother, man, but they still got their oppressor worshiping their oppressor over their neck, man. All right, going on, it says, all the foundations, or Salakia, they walk on in darkness. Okay, that's what you see, man. You see them walking on in darkness. All right, alive but yet blind in the spirit, can see but yet they can't. All right, can hear but yet they can't. Alive but yet dead. All right. All right, prophesied in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, man, the valley of dry bones. That's what you're seeing, man. A bunch of dry bones clacking together, trying to fight. Going on, it said, and this shit, man, this shit irritates my spirit so much to see Jake fighting amongst themselves like this. All right, because a lot of us have been, like I said, man, we've been brought up in carnalities, man. You know, I myself, you know, I'm from the Northern Kingdom. And, you know, my father in the flesh, man, he always, you know, he always kind of would try to separate the tribes from each other. Okay? Trying to sow enmity within me of the Southern Kingdom or what have you. And, you know, it wasn't until a while, man, that he was wearing that Cesare around his neck. And don't get me wrong, I would never disrespect him or whatever. But, you know, I told him, I was like, hey, man, you know, you're talking all this stuff about the Southern Kingdom, but yet you got that Cesare all up on your neck, man, that white Christ. All right. But who's the common enemy to these people? Why have we suffered the same curses? Who have done these things? All right. Job 9:24, the wicked beareth rule. All right. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Right, so where is this oppressor, man? Where is this true individual who's sitting on the chair and laughing when they see shit like this, saying that I've done a good job? You're doing exactly what the so-called white man has programmed you goddamn puppets to do, man. All right. But anyway, going on, Psalms 81, finishing it off, it says, all the foundations of the earth are out of course, right? Because there are true judges, man. True judges, true kings over the planet earth. What did it say? Ye are gods, but ye shall die like men. Okay, so these true powers, all right, who are only powers through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, have been brought up off of their throne, man. So just naturally, everything has been flipped upside down and twisted and misconstrued. Without these righteous rulers, man, everything's been turned around here on the planet Earth. And what people know as living is simply just not living, man. All right, the foundations of the earth are out of course, man. The insects, they just brought out another documentary talking about the insects are dying now. You don't see that many insects on your window shield when you're driving because they just simply aren't around anymore, man. All right, and they're saying by 20, I forget what year, but they're saying here real soon, man, you're going to be seeing an extinction, a mass extinction of insects. All right, which every creature has its purpose, man. If we lose a certain creature, it's going to throw off the balance of the ecosystem. All right, now going on verse 5, or Salakia, verse 6, it says, I have said that ye are gods. Right, man. You're supposed to be kings, and look how you niggas are acting, man. Look how you spics are acting, man. You're supposed to be kings, man. You're supposed to be kings. And look how you are, man. Toting guns, sagging your pants below your waist, man. Impregnating women and leaving your seed to perish. What's gonna happen with your seed, man, after you plant it inside a woman's womb and just allow for whatever to happen? What's gonna happen? That child's gonna be brought up within wickedness, man. Not knowing a proper balance, not having a father to be able to teach him right or wrong. So he has his emotional mother teaching him. All right, which, the mother's supposed to teach the children, but once they get to a certain age, they're supposed to look to their father for that guidance, man. All right, going on, finishing up verse 6, it says, and all of you are children of the Most High, right, man? These are children of the Most High, but you would never think it because of the way they're acting, man, because of these curses. And Esau has done, like I said, man, Esau's done a very good job playing the devil, man. All right. We had a Southern Kingdom Jay come up and trying to sow derision between the brothers, man, because we have, both Northern and Southern Kingdom brothers on the line. And this guy was trying to sow derision, man. But he doesn't understand that we came out of this world, man. That's why when you go on to verse 8, but let me read verse 7 first. It says, but ye shall die like men. And that's what you're seeing, man. They've been brought off and put to the point of the heathen, man. Living as heathens, acting like heathens, fighting amongst themselves as heathens. All right, these are the things that the heathens do, man. We are one body. All right, and the elect understand that, and the elect are coming together as one body. All right, going on, it says, arise, O power, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Right. That's right, man. Arise, O power, judge of the earth. God damn it. For ye shall inherit all nations. Okay, so we're going to inherit the nations, man. We're going to inherit the planet Earth. So it's time to start acting like kings, man. It's time to stop acting like children. Salakia, 1 second. Hey, Salakia, man, Salakia. But yeah, man, it's time to stop acting like a bunch of coons, man. Stop acting like exactly the way that Esau wants you to, and start acting the way that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has wanted you to. All right. God, let's see here, man. This is Zechariah chapter 7 and verse 8. Salakia 7 and 2. I don't know why. Oh yeah. 7 and 8. Salakia. Let me go ahead and grab something else, but prior to grabbing this one here, Micah 7 and 2, that's what I meant to grab. It says, the good man is perished out of the earth, and there is none upright among men. Right, there's none upright among men, man, because this is how you see Jake acting, man. This is how you see Jake acting. All right, it says, They all lie in wait for blood. They hunt every man his brother with a net, man. Yeah, but see, where's your righteous works, man? Where's your righteous works towards the brotherhood, man? Doing the most to keep yourself separated from each other, man. All right. Everything's turned upside down, man, and you wicked niggas and spicks, man, are the reason why. All right, and that's myself included, man. And that's why, going back to the book of Baruch, all right, seek Yahweh 10 times more now that we've been returned. All right, now this is Matthew 5:22. It says, but I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of counsel, but whosoever shall say thou fool shall be in danger of hellfire. When you go into that word hell right here in this verse, all right, it goes back to Gehenna, which that Gehenna is symbolic for the 200 million nuclear missiles coming, because that's where Jake would burn their unclean things, their trash and what have you, man. All right, their unclean things would be burnt in this valley called Valley of Gehenna in the ancient world, in the ancient kingdom, which is a reflection of the kingdom to come. All right, but that's symbolic for what's going to happen here, man. The unclean things are going to be burnt in America, and part of those unclean things are you, man. That's why when you come into this thing, man, you start casting off those emotions. You start casting off that condition that you've been brought under in this world that's been put upon you. All right, let's go on. I got a couple more. This is Genesis 37 and verse 26. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Right. And this was actually when, the 11 patriarchs were, the patriarchs of Israel were doing something wicked to Joseph. All right. And, upon doing so, man, he still realized that there was no profit in killing your own brother, man. There was no profit. All right. So, there's no profit in this shit, man. What's going to come out of that, man? What's going to come out of you winning this fight? Not a damn thing, man. Maybe some street kudos. All right. But it's just going to build the judgment upon you. There's no profit that you're actually going to gain, man. There's no gain off of this enmity and bloodshed between each other, man. All right. It's complete foolishness and folly, man. Complete wickedness, man. You're willing to die over your senseless pride instead of dying for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And that's ultimately why death has to come to you 2/3, man. This is Zechariah 7 and 8. It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, came unto Zechariah, saying, thus speaketh Yahweh of armies, saying, execute true judgment and show mercy and show compassion, compassion every man to his brother. Right. Stop doing this, man. Stop acting like the names that the so-called white man gave you. All right. Black and Hispanic. All right. Stop having those names, or Indians, man, or even Native Americans, because our true names are the 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right. There's no sense in all this folly that's being committed, man. It's time to start showing mercy to one another, man. Compassion to one another. All right. The so-called white man has destroyed the planet Earth, man. And you continue in foolishness, man. You continue wearing these different colors and killing each other over it, man. Verse 10, it says, and oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, the stranger, nor the poor, and let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Right. That's what Jacob has done, man. They got this other movie takes place in Brazil, and it's called The City of God. I believe it might be the City of Gold. All right. But, upon watching this, man, you watch, basically the way of life of these Jakes out there, man. And of these Israelites out there, man. These people who are supposed to be kings, these people who are supposed to be gods, powers over the planet Earth, under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But, it's really, man, it brings a lot of sorrow within you because you see them, they grow up with each other. They start killing each other. All right. They start killing little kids that are trying to, join up with them, start killing them for street credit. All right. And what was the book of Romans say? The end of those things is death, man. When you come into this truth, man, you cast that shit off. You start to have a taste of disdain for this type of shit, man. This type of behavior that the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American commits. All right. Verse 11, it says, Salaki, I'm going to finish it off. It says, but they have refused to hearken. They pulled away their shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear it. So really, man, we're the problem, because we're supposed to be at the point to crack that whip on Esau, man. What you doing polluting the universe, man? But we've been brought to such a low estate, going back into the book of Ecclesiastes. All right, the servants are riding upon horses. Okay, Esau has escalated to a point in which he has had power, and you've seen what he's done with it, man. The earth is crying for the righteous heirs to reign. All right, and it will be done, man. And it will be done through Yahweh Shai, which in turn will be done through the elect. All right, going on verse 12, it says, yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which Yahweh of armies has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Just like you have today, man. But see, the 2/3 have made their heart as an adamant stone, so they ain't gonna hear it, man. That's why this thing ain't for everybody. It's only for the elect. All right. Therefore, came a great wrath from Yahweh of armies, and that wrath came, and it brought us to this point that we're in today, man. All right, putting our enemies above us, man. Verse 13, therefore it has come to pass that as he cried and they would not hear, so they cried and I would not hear. Right. So since Yahweh was crying to us, man, through the prophets, so are we gonna do you have Israel crying? But he ain't gonna hear him, man. Just like it tells you in the book of Proverbs. All right, because I'm out there on the highways and the byways, my words are being spoken, and you refuse to hearken and you laughed. Then I'm going to laugh at you when your calamity comes, man. So we got a chance. We got this moment of grace, which is only for the elect of Israel. And if you ain't listening, man, then when that calamity comes, man, ain't nobody's going to be listening to you. Verse 14, but I scattered them like a whirlwind among all nations, right? What did I say, man? There's been an intermingling of the seed. All right. You got Israelites everywhere, man, who've been living like heathens, acting just like these goddamn clowns that we just saw fighting each other, man. All right, but they're Israelites, man, and the elect will hear these words, and they will shawab, man. They will come back. It says, thus the land was desolate after them, right? The land of Israel, that no man passed through, nor returned, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. And that's why when you go on, it says that the heathens will occupy that land until Yahweh has returned them back to their natural estate, and righteousness is restored, man. Order is reestablished on the planet Earth. All right, and that will be done because the elect are getting right, man. And as for the rest of you, hey, man, your calamity is going to be laughed at, man. The Most High ain't going to hear you. You're going to have to die the death of the 2/3, man, because that's your only remedy. The only remedy for you goddamn niggas, spicks, and redskins, since you allow Esau to call you that even, all right, is death, man. So unless you repent and come back to your natural names, all right, come back to your history, come back to your power, man, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, then you're going to die with no power. All right. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS Great Millstone that rule all of the nation of Israel well today. And peace, love, blessings, and salutations to the elect. Shalom.